Okay, so go super slow. My hand's going to go over the top with my front foot moving over. Okay, so my hands are kind of going over the top with my front foot. Then the hands move to the side with the back foot going back. So that's a little bit of the timing of it. So, but the feeling is when you're going back, you're going back and you're opening this up. Then all of this, that's the kick. You know, wherever, that's the kick. But this feeling of kick back, kick in. You see what I'm saying? So over the top with this, I'm like draping my hands a little bit, and then back. Okay? Loose. You got it right. So make it really dynamic from the hips. Instead of my arms being really tight like that, okay, try to get your arms to be sort of like loose, like this is loose. And then in this looseness and this hip going back, I kind of drop my weight like that. So my arms are kind of floppy feeling. So even though I'm blocking with a certain amount of snap and kime, it's sort of very relaxed feeling in my body, not very tight feeling. Say he's grabbing my wrist and say I'm trying to push him down. If my arm is stiff, it's really hard to make him go down. But if I kind of create a wave in my arm, it's a lot easier to make him go down. It would be the difference between striking like this and striking like this. You see what I'm saying? We're going to do a wrist grab. What I'd like you to do is we're going to create like a wave. Like your arm's going to have like this kind of relaxed characteristic. And then just put the weight on at the end. You'll find that if you just try to push, you'll find exactly where to go against it. So you create like a wave. The arms are doing that. Strikes are doing that. Blocks are doing that. Kicks are doing that. Okay? So let's try with the same side wrist grab. Right. Making a straight line movement. You're going to make like a wave in your body a little bit. I'm going to actually kind of start pressing in one direction and then kind of change it to the other direction. You follow? I don't want to say it's being sneaky, it's just applying a correct line of movement. Because if I make a straight line and he can find the space, like he can brace up against that. But if I make a slightly obscure, like a wave, he can't find that space. Does that make sense? Because my movement is ever changing and he can't keep up with that ever-changing line of structure. So what you're going to do is you're going to make kind of like a forearm block and sort of kind of get it going in this direction and then change it to the other direction. Create a little bit of a wave in your movement. Okay, and later, I think all your karate should have that kind of like wave-like movement in it. It shouldn't be straight and rigid. If it does, it starts to take that characteristic that people say looks very robotic. That's usually not so evolved karate that looks really robotic. Okay? But let's give it a try easily.